Hello, my name is Solomon Simplistic. I am the Chief Investigator of the Police Federation of Australia. I'm here so you can give a truthful statement either by solemn affirmation or swearing on the Bible. Which do you prefer? Swearing on the Bible? Okay. Here's the Bible. Just put your hand on the Bible. Do you swear that the evidence you shall give on this investigation shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay. Sign now. Just use this. Thank you. Right, so you're here on this investigation today because you have been involved in the case of the missing boy that has recently occurred. We have collated some different data and evidence, and based on the information that we have collected, you are one of the prime suspects of the whereabouts of this boy, and you are a suspect of why this boy has gone missing. So this interview has been conducted so that we can collect some information and some insight from you, okay? This does not mean that you are guilty, but we want to just interview you just to make sure that we are on the right track here and to make sure whether or not you are actually a suspect or not in this case, all right? Okay. And there's just some water next to you. Now this device here is currently recording this interview, and we do this for legal purposes, okay? It's just part of the whole what we do here. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Here's some tissues if you need any. So I'll just move this Bible out of your side. Okay, so let's begin. So first of all, I want you to take yourself back to yesterday, and yesterday was when the boy went missing. Just please describe to me everything that has led up to today. So everything that you did yesterday, try and remember it from the top of your head. Just please describe your day yesterday, okay? Yep. Okay, and that was it. Okay. Now, I want to show you a photo of the boy that went missing, okay? I want you to think your absolute hardest. Just please try and remember whether or not you saw this boy at any point in your life, okay? So this is the boy. Do you recognize this boy at all? Interesting. Interesting. Now, referring back to my notes, one of the key things that I picked up was the fact that you, I'm just reiterating what you were saying about your day. So you woke up, you had breakfast, and make sure you please confirm whether or not what I'm telling you is correct or not, okay? So you said that you woke up at, what time did you wake up yesterday? Around 8 a.m. Yep. And you had breakfast. You went to the gym. What time did you go to the gym? 9 o'clock. And how long did you stay there for? An hour. Okay. So then after the gym, you went home, cooked some bacon, you said. Was this just for like a snack or? Yes. Okay. So afterwards, you then went to the shops. You bought some groceries, and then you went to the museum for some lunch with friends. What time was that approximately? 1 p.m, you were right? Yep, around 1 p.m. So some of the friends went home. Can you please state the names of all the friends that you were with and their full names? Hang on, can you repeat that, please? How do you spell that? Okay. How do you spell that? Okay. And that last one, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for that. I'll be interviewing them as well. Anyone that has been involved with literally anyone in this case it's required for them to be interviewed, whether it's a suspect or as a witness. So thank you very much. Okay, so continuing on, you had lunch with those friends. Some of them went home. Who went home? And what time did they go home? Okay. Alright, so those three. Alright. So those three left at approximately 3 p.m. And then the rest of you went to the park. Okay, how long did you stay at the park for? Because you mentioned that the rest of them left home earlier than you did, and you stayed for a little bit. What time did they leave home to go home, like from the park? They stayed for an hour, so 4 p.m. And how long did you stay at the park for after they have left? Another 2 hours, okay. So 6 p.m. Okay. So you then went home and you had a nap. Okay. You then woke up to the sound of crying and screaming, and it was the boy's parents. Okay, so are the boy's parents Your neighbours by any chance? Okay. Neighbours. It's obviously very close, somewhat to the parents and the family. Yeah. Okay. So you went to the boy's parents and you asked them what happened, and quote unquote you said that, you know, they were saying that the boy went missing and they were scared, and, you know, they didn't know what to do. They called the police right away, yada yada yada. And you mentioned that while you were talking to them, about 30 minutes approximately later, the police came and, you know, you were escorted back to your house. Yes, okay. And then you said you had dinner, had a shower, and then you went to bed at approximately 10 p.m. Was that correct? Okay. And then the next morning you stated that you woke up at 6 a.m. to the sound of the police knocking on your door. Is that correct? And they questioned you about the boy a little bit, then they took you to here. Okay. So something here is, you know, that will make sense, but something is not adding up here. You stayed at the park for another 2 hours, and you said that you left at 6 p.m. Now, according to what the parents of the boy has been saying and telling the police department, the boy went missing at around 5 p.m. yesterday, and it was at that time you were still at the park on your own. Now, did you see the boy at the park at all when you were alone? Are you sure? Are you absolutely positive? Why did you stay at the park for a few hours after your friends left? Because it was getting late, it was 6 p.m. and you're an adult, and were you going on a walk at all, an evening stroll? Just describe to me everything that has happened at the park while you were alone, okay? What did you see? Okay. You're not telling me the truth. You are not telling me the truth. Don't play games with me. You're not telling me the whole truth and nothing but the truth. You're lying to me. You said that you were at the park and you were seeing the ducks, the swans, the children playing. When we went to collect evidence at the park, and this was during the middle of the night, we saw some clothes, and it was pretty clear based on the DNA collected from those clothes, it was the boy's clothes. And there was some blood next to those clothes, and we looked at the DNAs of within the blood, and not only was the blood composed of the boy's DNA, but it also contained traces of your DNA. So you didn't just go for an evening stroll at the park on your own, okay? What is the truth? The the family of the boy is worried sick. They think the boy has been killed based on what we've collected. You know, it's not normal to just find a missing boy's clothes and some blood, which we presumably think it's the boy's blood, and it is pretty much confirmed that it's the boy's blood based on the DNA that we've collected from the blood and extracted from the blood. And it has traces of your DNA within this blood. Tell me the truth. And whatever you tell me, if you tell me any lies, it is not going to help, because we've pretty much suspected that you are the one that is responsible for the boy's disappearance. What did you do with the boy? Don't give me any of that bullshit. You're not telling us anything. What did you do with the boy? Why were traces of your DNA within the boy's blood at the park? And it was next to the Swan Valley River as well. So it was near the river. The boy's clothes were dumped next to the river. The blood was next to the clothing with your DNA in it. Why? What were you doing by the river? You didn't do anything. You were just looking. You're not helping here. You're just delaying the inevitable, which is that you will be charged for the disappearance of this boy. You'll be going into court, and there'll be a court case held in 1 month's time. Your family will be attending. The missing boy's family will be attending. Okay? You'll need to hire some lawyers, alright? And there will be a prosecutor. Okay? So, what you're telling me right now is not the truth. And you're not getting away with this. You are not getting away with this. Okay? I brought you here. I knew that you were responsible for this. I brought you in here to find answers. And if you tell us the truth, it will greatly help this deeply affected family right now. Tell me, what did you do with the boy? You sick man. Let me tell you something. You will be getting serious karma for this. You're not getting away with it. And I'm going to stop this interview right now because I've heard enough. And look, I appreciate your honesty. But what you did to that boy is sick. Sick. You're a sick individual. The family will be devastated to hear what you've done with the boy. But you were easier to extract information than other suspects that we've had in previous cases. So, with that, the interview is concluded. And you will be arrested. And you will be taken to the police station. Well, you're already at the police station, but you'll be taken to a jail cell. And you will be held there in quarantine for 1 month.